right here. You also have it. It's in front of you, so you need to take a look at this. We're going to start working on the customary length side. Okay, does everybody have that? Anybody missing it? Okay, on this sheet in front of you, you have in U.S. Customary units of length, I'm going to show you how to convert things, okay? It's really easy. It sounds like something more than what it is, but it's an easy thing to do. It says set up the problem with the 2 units you're trying to convert. Okay, so in this one, I'm going from feet to inches, okay? Everybody see that? I'm going from feet to inches. So I know my number is going to get bigger because it takes a lot of inches to make 1 foot, correct? Yes. All right, so let's look at this Let's look at the second part. All right, it says turning your problem into a fraction by writing in the conversion rate under the same unit of measure. For example, 3 yards equals 1 foot, okay? And I'm going to show you why you have to put it under the same unit of measure. Like right here, we have feet under feet. Everybody see this? Feet under feet and inches under inches, okay? Now, our problem that we're working with is we're trying to figure out how many inches are in 10 feet. A while ago, that cute little saying that I said, big to small, cross them all, small to big, divide the pig. All right, well, this one, I'm going to show you why. It is a... What did I make there? I crossed them, right? Okay, so I'm going to cross them. All right, because if I had divided, we know that this line right here is a fraction bar, but if I had said 10 divided by 1, if I had said 10 divided by 1, would that have changed anything? No, that would not have helped me one bit, right? It would not have changed anything. So I know that I've got to reach across. Everybody reach across your table. Reach across. Is it just right there underneath you, or do you have to stretch to get it? You have to stretch. Well, the same thing here. If you have to stretch across to get something, you're going to multiply it. So to find this answer now, all we have to do is 10 times 12. What's 10 times 12? 120. Very good. So 120 inches would be your answer. And what you're going to need now is on this paper, you can set it to the side, and in your interactive notebook, we're going to work some examples together. And I'm going to show you how you convert the 2. All right, remember, big to small. This sheet right here. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to it says exit ticket at the top, okay? Right now, it is, we are going to look at question A, okay? We have 43 inches. We want to put it into feet and inches. What that means is we're going to have something left over. We're going to have inches left over. And when we have those inches left over, we're going to put them in that blank, okay? I want you to go ahead. You can discuss at your table if you need to. Okay, well, let's take a look at question B. Question B, we have 5,000. How many feet are in a mile?
Feet, 5,280.
5,280. We are going to multiply that times what?
12.
Why do we say 12? Because that's how many miles. Very good. Okay, I'm going to shrink this down and give me a little more space to work. But I have 5,280 times 12. Because y'all remember me telling you that one of the most important things is trying to keep your numbers neat. What's 0 times 2?
0.
2 times 8?
16.
Put down your 6, carry your 1. 2 times 2?
4.
Plus 1?
5.
2 times 5?
10.
10. Excellent. What do I do to my 2?
You bring it.
Mark it out. Put down a 0 with an X in it. Why do we put that X there?
Because you're not using it.
It's a space holder. Very good. What's 1 times 0?
0.
1 times 8?
8.
1 times 2?
2.
1 times 5.
5.
All right, let's add these together. 0 plus 0?
0.
6 plus 0?
6.
5 plus 8?
17. 13.
13. Carry your 1. 2 plus 0?
3.
2 plus 0 is 3?
2.
2 plus 1 is 3. 1 plus 5 is 6. 63,360. Who got that correct? Raise your hand. That looks better. Okay, next one. I have, we are 15,840 yards from his home. How many miles away is the school?
9 miles.
9 miles. Very good. What did you divide by?
You divided by
1,760. Excellent. Okay, the next one. I have 8 feet, 8.5 feet deep. The pool is, I want to know in inches. Well, what I would suggest to do first is I would just take out
the 5.
Okay, so we're going to say 8.5 feet times what?
8.5 feet times
12. Why did we choose 12?
Because 12 feet is in.
No, not 12 feet.
12 inches is 1 foot.
12 inches is in 1 foot. You are correct. All right, so I'm going to say 8.5. Well, first of all, let's just take the half out. And let's just say 8 times 12. What's 8 times 12?
96.
96. Very good.
Plus 5 inches.
Nope.
Wait,
Nope. Stop. Let me. What is half of a foot? How many inches?
6 inches.
6 inches. So when I add those together, I got 102 feet. Who got 102 feet? Okay, good job. Okay, next one. Here we go. The last one, can I compare it like this?
No.
No, I cannot compare it like this. I have yards and feet. I've either got to put it all in yards. Pencils down and with me, please. I've either got to put it all in yards or all in feet. Well, I told y'all I like to multiply better, so I'm going to put them all in feet. How many feet are in 1 yard?
3.
3. What's 12 times 3?
36.
36. What? But we've got 0.5 or 5/10, so that's going to be half of a yard. So that's a yard and a half. A foot and a half. So we're going to have 37 and 5/10 feet. And we have 38. Which one of those are greater, 37 or 38?
38.
For some reason that's not wanting to write on there. All right, so it should be like that, okay? Any questions on today's lesson? All right, guys, so we are converting. Remember, let's say our rhyme again. Big to small, cross them all. Small to big, divide the pig. Go ahead and get your stuff glued in that you have. Go ahead and get that glued in, and we'll move on to science. Leave this. I better not see a glue stick in anybody's hand. I will give you time at the end of the lesson to glue. I just need your focus with me right now. Okay, you have this page right here also. Look at your units. Big to small, cross them all. Okay, everybody say that. Big to small, cross them all. Small to big, divide the pig. Okay, everybody say it again. Small to big, small to big, divide the pig. All right, this is going to help us as we work through these. Now, what you need to look at is this page. Cross. You have a sheet that looks just like this. I need you to get that one out. It's a little crooked, but it's okay. Converting units of length. All right. To change, convert. Wait, and we'll glue. If you haven't got these glued in, that's okay. We'll glue them in at the end. But if you do have them glued in, that's fabulous too. All right. To change or convert larger units to smaller units, you multiply. Okay? You multiply. If you notice, they're going from feet to inches. Is the number getting larger or is it getting smaller?
Smaller.
Look at your thing. We're going from feet to inches. Is that number getting larger or smaller?
Smaller.
Look at the answer. 9 is much less than 108, so it's going to get larger. Okay, so you'd say 12 times 9 and get 108. All right, the next one at the bottom, if you're changing from smaller units of measure to larger units, you're going to divide. Okay, and we're going to talk more about this. I'm going to show you how to do this. But, okay, guys, so today what we're going to be talking about is U.S. customary units of length. At the end of this lesson, we're going to be able to convert U.S. customary units of length. Today, what we're talking about is feet, inches, yards, miles. And if you look at this sheet in front of you, because Miss Stroop is cool like this, I have given you my measurement cheat sheet. And it gives you the U.S. customary length measure. The word linear means length. So above that, everybody just write the word so we'll know. Okay? That's just a fancy way of saying length. Okay? That's just a fancy word fancy way of saying length. All right, so let's just look at these and review. We talked a little bit about this on Thursday, but let's just take a look at it and review. First of all, how many inches are in 1 foot? 12. Excellent. How many feet are in a yard?
136.
No. Listen to what I asked. How many feet?
3.
3. Well, how many inches would be in a yard? 36. Excellent. 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. If I wanted to know how many inches was in a mile, how could I figure that out? Raise your hand. Don't holler at me, Walker.
I believe you have to divide.
Nope, not divide. You're close.
Multiply 5,280 by 12.
Multiply 5,280 by 12. Why would I multiply it by 12? Because there's how many inches in a foot? 12. Okay, and there's in 1 mile we have 1,760 yards. All right, so that's just a refresher from Thursday. Little to big, divide the to big. All right, well, we're going to look at our first example that I'm going to work with you. And it is going to be, I want you to set it up exactly like I set it up, okay? I've got, well, it might help if I could write. I've got I've got 9 feet, and I want to know how many yards I have. Well, just like we did a second ago, we're going to set this up to make it look kind of like a fraction, okay? We're going to put feet here and yards here, just like that, okay? How many feet are equal to 1 yard?
3.
3. So we're going to say 3 feet equals 1 yard. Okay? Everybody with me? All right. Well, this one, we're going from little unit of measure to big. So if it's little to big, what do? We divide the pig. Because if I reached out to 1 and I said 9 times 1, would that change anything? No. So I know that I can take and I can draw a division bar right there. I can draw a division bar. And all that tells me is 9 divided by 3. What is 9 divided by 3?
3.
Very good. You need to write all that I've written up here. So 9 feet into yards will equal 3 yards. It takes 9 feet to make 3 yards, okay? That is when we go from little to big. When we go little to big, what do we do to the pig? Divide it. Very good. And then if we go big to small, what do? We cross them all, okay? But this one we're going from little to big, okay? All right, so we divided our pig. All right, next one, here we go. Let's take a look. We have 5 feet equals how many inches? Again, let's go ahead and set it up like it's a fraction. Let's put feet. Whoops, I clicked on that. I'm sorry. Let's do feet and inches here, okay? Just like that. All right. First of all, 1 foot equals how many inches?
12.
12 inches. All right. Well, if I drew a fraction bar here and said 5 divided by 1, would that give me any different number? No, it is still going to be what? 5. Excellent. All right, so let's reach across. We're going to X them all. What is 12 times 5? 60. So right here, I want you to put, and I know you can do this in your mind. 12 times 5 is easy. Y'all can do that in your mind. But the reason we're doing this is to have to look at tonight. And that's going to equal 60 inches. So I got my 12 from here, I got my 5 from here, and I have 60 inches. Does everybody see how I got my 60 inches? All right, now let's take a look at another one. I know, and y'all, we're just going to do a few examples of these because like I said, you know, I've told y'all many times, how do you get good at a sport?
You always practice.
Practice, practice, practice. So that's what we're doing here. Okay, so now let's take a look at, let's say 24 feet. 2 yards. Okay? 24 feet to yards. I want to see what you can do on this one, okay? I'm going to give you a second and see what you can do. Raise your hand if you need me. Okay, guys, so the first thing that we had to decide is if we were going from small to big. Are we going small to big or big to small?
Small to big.
Small to big, so what do we do to the pig? We divide the pig. Very good. So let's put feet. Sorry. I keep hitting that highlighter. I'm sorry. Feet to yards, okay? Well, how many feet are in 1 yard?
3 feet.
3 feet equals 1 yard. All right. Well, now if I went across, would that help me at all?
No.
24 times 1 is still going to give me what? 24.
So you have to do that.
But if I draw my line and I say 24 divided by 3, what's my answer?
8.
Who got 8 yards? Raise your hand. Excellent. That looks great. Okay. Next question. Let's do one more before we go to rotation. All right. We have, oh, let me find a tricky one. Let's do 3 miles, 2 feet. 3 miles to feet. First of all, small to big or big to small?
Big to small, so you're going to have to cross.
You're going to have to cross them all. Very good. So we're going to put our miles here. And we're going to put our feet here. How many feet are in 1 mile? Come on. 5,280. Okay, go. You do the rest. Okay, when I multiply that out, who wants to share their answer? Kyla, what did you get, love?
15,840.
Who got 15,840? Excellent. 15,840. Because, let's go back and make sure we've got this written down. We had to reach across, so we crossed them. Cross them all. Who got that? Who did that step where you reached across? I want you to reach across and put them in a circle like that. If you do, if you get used to that step, it'll help you in the long run. Okay, guys, so we're going to look at another problem really quickly. So what's our saying? One more time. Small to big. No. Stop. Big to small, X them all. Small to big, X the pig. Very good. Okay, so let's take a look. We've got 4 yards, and we're taking that down to inches. All right, so let's put yards here, inches here. Everybody with me? All right, now. There is 1 yard, but how many inches are in 1 yard?
36.
36 inches. All right. Well, if I divide 4 by 1, is it going to help me out at all?
No.
No. So I'm going to take it, and I'm going to reach across. So what do I know that I need to do?
Multiply.
Okay. So we're going to say 36 times 4. What's 4 times 6?
24.
So we're going to put down our 4, carry our 2. What's 4 times 3?
12.
Plus 2 is?
14.
14. Excellent. So I have 144 inches. Who got 144 inches? Excellent job. All right, now I'm going to give you one. I want to see if y'all can figure out what to do with this one. I have 8 feet, 7 inches, and I want to put it all into inches. Okay? 8 feet, 7 inches. All right. Well, let me ask you, this 7 inches right here, is that not already in inches?
Yes.
Yes, it is already in inches. So let's pretend like it's not there right now. Okay? We're not even seeing that right now. But let's look. We have 8 feet, and we wanted to put it into inches. We have 8 feet, and we want to turn it into inches. We know that 1 foot equals how many inches? 12 inches. Very good. Well, I know if I divide 8 by 1, it's not going to help me. So I know I am going to reach across. And what do? Multiply. 12 times 8. What's 12 times 8? 96. But am I done?
No, then you have to, don't you have to add that 7 inches?
Good question. Yes, I have to add that 7 inches. So it's 96
Because it's not like
plus 7. So that's going to give me 103 inches. Does everybody see what we did? If you're trying to convert into something and you've already got some of those, like we had these inches right here, just put them to the side and act like they're not there for just a few minutes. But once you get it converted, then you can add them to it, okay? But act like it's not there. Act like you don't see it for a few minutes. All right, now we're going to step it up just a little bit more, and we're going to look at comparing. I have 100 feet. Whoops. I have 100 feet, and I'm going to compare that. I'm going to put my comparison symbol, the 0 there, and I am going to compare that to 3 yards. Let me tell you what I always do. You have to put them in the same unit of measurement, okay? Because can I compare an apple and an orange? I use that all the time. No. So I've either got to decide if I'm going to put these in feet or if I'm going to put them in yards. What I usually choose, but now it doesn't matter if you choose something differently. If you choose something different to do, that's okay. But what I usually do is I look at it and see which one I can multiply. Because it's easier for me to multiply bigger numbers than it is to divide. So that's just the ones I choose. But if you'd rather divide feet and make it into yards, that's okay. But the way I do is I'm going to take my yards and move it into feet. Because how many feet are in a yard?
No.
Feet. Look at your cheat sheets. Look at your cheat sheets real quick. Make sure before you holler, I'm hearing 5 different answers. How many feet are in a yard?
3.
3. Very good. So we're going to put these into feet. So we have 100 here. We have 3 yards. What is 3 times 3?
9.
So we have 9 feet. Which way are we going to go? Less than, greater than, or equal to? I have 100 feet. I have 9 feet. Greater than, because 100 is
Greater than 9 feet.
okay. If y'all don't believe that, I will give y'all $9 and y'all give me $100. Does anybody want to take that? No, of course not, because 100 is much larger than 9. But do you see how we had to put them both into feet? Because if we had not put them both into the same unit of measure, we couldn't tell which one was bigger. So always choose one of the 2 units of measure and put them in there. Okay. Do we go ahead and go back